So there's information about couplings here in 1611. There's actually this figure where some types of couplings is shown in this one. In this chapter as well provides information about clutch, but we will focus only in couplings for the moment. So in this figure provides a few examples of different types of couplings. So for instance, this one that is a plain coupling, this other that says that is a light duty tooth coupling, or this other letter C that says that it's it provides the commercial name that is Boss Flex, this type of coupling. This other letter D that says that is with 3 jaws. But these are only a few examples. There are several more. And essentially, the information that provides for couplings is quite limited in the Shigley, because then now goes to flywheels. So essentially, it's just a small section here. Let me search couplings, Control L. Yeah, so essentially, there's almost no information about couplings in the Shigley. So I will go to the other book, that is the one from Collins. And in the one from Collins, there's a little bit more information. It's in chapter 8. So section 8.8. So there are two types of couplings, that is rigid and flexible, and each one has cons and pros. But here are more examples about couplings. In this case are rigid couplings. So it has, for instance, this one that is with estas bridas, que sería flange, simply rigid flange coupling, que sería como un couple simple, rígido o con brida, o un couple de brida rígido. So the purpose essentially is to make the connection between one shaft and a second shaft, right? So wherever the input power is transmitted to the other shaft, right? So the input, if the input power is in the left shaft, then this one is transmitted to the right, or vice versa, right? So so we have different types of rigid couplings. This one that is with only a flange. This other that as well is a flange, but it says that has a safety rim and provides a tag where the safety rim is. So essentially this one, but as well is a flange, right? Or this other that says that it's a coupling with these like ribs. So it's a rigid rivet coupling. Ribs es costillas, ¿no? Literalmente. Pero, pues en este caso, este couple con costillas. So these are some types of rigid couplings. Some of the disadvantage of the rigid couplings is that you need to have a precise alignment between the shafts. So essentially, the left shaft has its center line, and the right shaft as well has its center line. So in using these rigid couplings, it's necessary that the alignment of the shafts be the most precise. Entonces, algunas de las desventajas es que sí necesitamos que en el uso de estos coples rígidos, la alineación de las flechas sea lo más precisa. O sea, tenemos muy poca tolerancia para la desalineación. And that's because whatever disalignment that we have in using this type of rigid couplings, because it's rigid, the coupling, there are no the possibility like to absorb those disalignments, and the disalignments will result in vibration and larger force than considered, and at the end you will have a failure that arrives early in the lifetime of the element, right? O sea, al final, el hecho de que sí tengamos desalineaciones y estemos utilizando coples rígidos, pues va a resultar en que los coples rígidos no pueden absorber esas desalineaciones, entonces pues vamos a tener mayor fuerzas de las consideradas en un inicio por esas desalineaciones, vamos a tener vibraciones y al final pues lo único es que cualquier falla va a surgir pronto en el tiempo de vida, o sea, entonces es una de las ventajas de los coples rígidos. And we have flexible couplings. So flexible, the advantage is that this can absorb these alignments. So some examples of these flexible couplings are like this sliding disc coupling, this other that says that is a gear coupling, this other that says that is with a roller chain, or this other that says that use a coil spring, or this other that says flexible disc couplings, this other Velus coupling, flexible sleeve, or this other that is a rubber cap. So most of these flexible couplings use some type of mechanism so the disalignment can be like absorbed, and in these mechanisms it's normal to use different types of rubbers of elastomers. Entonces estos coples pueden absorber desalineaciones y generalmente utilizan cauchos o pues materiales elastómeros, cauchos en general, para absorber esas desalineaciones. But there's more information here in the book. So